Hi guys, this is my Thanksgiving cactus. This is in the dark pink or red flower. So unfortunately, I didn't really do a vlog with her when I first got her. She has probably grown at least like 20% since I gotten her, and that would be going on 2 years, almost 2 years ago. So, I hope you enjoy the rest of my plant vlog, that you're going to hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell, so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video, and of course an update for this particular plant. All my social media accounts are in the description section, and what I do use every single time I do water this plant will be in the description section as well. So let's go at it. This is actually, I would say technically my third Thanksgiving cactus. I have never had a Christmas cactus. I have never had an Easter cactus. And I think there's a fourth one. There's 4 different kinds for like the holiday cactus. I've only had the Thanksgiving cactus. The first one I've ever had, it was like a hand-me-down. My husband was given, we were not like married at the time. This was like a few years ago, several years ago. And he wasn't very into it. His mom gave it to him, and then he gave it to me. He kind of gifted it to me because he really didn't like it. So I did. He gave me like the sickly, sad-looking one, and mine really thrived, and his really didn't because his mom gave him 2, and the smaller one, or the bad-looking one, according to him, he didn't like. So that one thrived with me and actually lasted for a few years, and then I decided to use like the Miracle-Gro fertilizer, and it died. So I don't suggest that. Anyway, so whatever I do use to feed her will be linked down below. I did try a few different things, and currently what I'm using will be linked down below. And it obviously is not Thanksgiving, but I always get my Thanksgiving cactus to always bloom all year round. And the reason for that is I do provide supplements and fertilizer and all that stuff. She sits about a foot away from a west-facing window. There is an obstruction in front of her between the window and her. There is like a bunch of plants in front of her. There is no obstruction outside of the window. So that is a big difference. I also live in the Midwest in Indiana. So just so you know, majority of the year, we are more on the darker side. We don't really get that sunshine that you would get in the Southeast or the Southeast and also the Southwest of the United States, where you get really more of the more sunlight, more sunny days than us. Sometimes people kind of wonder, I'm always asked through the years how I care for my Thanksgiving cactus. A lot of people have hard times doing it. What I would suggest, this has actually, I have tried putting my Thanksgiving cactus in different directions of light. I do not currently have a south-facing window. This will definitely thrive in a south-facing window. If you put her in a south-facing window, she will definitely grow quicker, faster, and she will probably bloom. She will probably have more buds and bloom more than mine is doing right now, because it's just the west. If you don't know, the strongest light direction of light is south. And anything cacti or succulent, if it needs like highlight, it would be a south. Anything that has white variegation, do not ever put that next to a south-facing window, or even several feet away, because that will definitely burn the plant. And that is due to the midday sun. It doesn't matter if it's 10 feet away, 12 feet away, it's just due to the midday sun. It will scorch it. So be aware of that. This is currently, again, in the west-facing window. It will definitely thrive better in a south-facing window. It does okay on an east-facing window. It doesn't do as good as a west or a south. But that is because an east-facing window is the morning light and is not as intense as a west-facing window. I would not suggest putting any cactus or any succulent at a north-facing window. That is the darkest and the shortest amount of light. they will probably slowly die or just not thrive or just slowly die. Also use a fast draining soil or cactus or palm soil. Do not use an all-purpose potting soil for this particular plant. It will definitely in time it will definitely rot and it will slowly kill it. And the reason for that is anything that says succulent or cactus, you always got to use the cactus or palm soil because it needs the fast draining soil. I would not recommend Miracle-Gro or Scotch Miracle-Gro. I do have a comparison in regards to that. It retains a ton of moisture, so that can be difficult and it can cause root rot, especially. It also depends on how you water. I would suggest a different kind of cactus. Cactus or palm soil. I use Schultz. I have used Sun-Gro or Black Gold. And I forgot what other brands I've used, but I've used different brands. Don't get anything that is moisture retaining or an all-purpose potting soil. Because again, like I said, it will retain a lot of moisture, and this is a type of plant that would prefer to be on the drier side. So she sits in a 6-inch pot, and currently right now, when the top soil is 1/4 to 1/2 top part is dry like sand and won't stick to my skin, when I will move the dirt around or put my finger 1/2 inch down, that means she can be watered. So currently she's being watered between 10 to 14 days. It just depends. That is the range that will that she's being currently watered. I would say she hasn't been repotted to a bigger pot, and these types of plants really do prefer a tighter pot. So I don't really see her getting transplanted very soon. Maybe within a year or two. I don't know. But what I do remember having a Thanksgiving cactus before is that I really didn't transplant them into the next size up for like 2 to 3 years because they're very slow growing. And that's not a bad thing, actually. And another thing that I would let you know, too, is that if the leaves get wrinkly, which is just, plant 101, it's usually dehydrated. So when they get wrinkly, it gets dehydrated. This is getting really better and stronger and older because it's starting to have bark. When this starts to grow, that's a good thing. So if you're new to plants, you're new to this particular plant, when this starts to happen, don't freak out. That's a good thing. You're being a good plant parent. And I forgot. I get a ton of questions for this particular plant. There's another one that people were just asking about how there are buds here and not in every single part. And it's just, I think it's just, I don't believe she's getting she's not getting more light than she would probably want. Just so you know, when a plant does produce buds and flowers, it does take a ton of the resources and the plant strength to produce that. And if you do want a successful flowering plant to really produce buds and flowers, you have to hit their light requirement, south or west. So there she has that. And also, for me personally, if you want to encourage more, is supplementing with like bloom boosters or anything that would encourage buds and blooms. And everything is linked down below in the description section yet again. So this is it. And she will become 2 years in a few months with me. And here she is. So it starts off like that for the bud. And he gets a little bit bigger. Like that, and soon it will open, but it's going to keep growing. And it's not like, there are definitely plants out there that it will happen when you see a bud. It will happen like within a week or 2 weeks. It's definitely not for this one. And the blooms for this one, they don't last very long. Not like an orchid or an amaryllis. those really are a more long-lasting kind of blooms. So just, just be aware of that. And when that does happen, cherish every minute, every hour, because they do wilt rather quickly. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything particularly to do with this particular plant, let me know down in the comment section. I always love hearing from you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.